A very good evening, guys. After finishing retirement in the previous class, now we take the next chapter, that is death of partner. Now I have repeated this multiple times, again repeating retirement of partner and death of partner, both are 85% same. Now as I told you that 15% new part is going to come in death, but that I am not keeping it for today. Today being the first day of death. So what I am doing is the sums which were identical what we did in retirement. As I mentioned earlier, there is only one difference where the amount, instead of going to the partner's loan account, here it goes to executors. Another major difference between retirement and death. Retirement mein partner leaves the firm, maybe for any reason. There might be a dispute among the partner, voluntarily the partner doesn't want to continue, firm is going to losses, so the one partner says I don't want to make it. Any reason, partner is alive and he leaves the firm. Yahan pe the partner dies, so there is no option. Whatever is the actual date of death, accounts will be made according to that date. Since the partner dies, say for example Mr. A is a partner, he dies, wife is there, Mrs. A, and say there are two kids X and Y. So Mrs. A, X and Y become the surviving family members after Mr. A's death, so they are called as executors. So since A is no more, if A was there and he had retired, his amount would be transferred to A's loan account. But now in death, A is no more, so it will be transferred to his executors. Initially, that is the only difference, in addition to some calculations which will come from the next class onwards. But today, in this class, I am covering 4 sums. All 4 are identical what we did in retirement. Only difference being what I mentioned, it gets transferred to his loan account. Okay? So death of the partner is heading where the partner expires. Now the first sum, already half the sum I have done. There are working notes, the same working notes we had done in retirement also, but I am again solving the working notes so that you get a proper practice. What I am doing is, first, question number 25, page 274. Question 25, page 274. Okay? A, B and C were partners in a firm sharing profits loss ratio is given 3:1. Balance sheet is given on 30th March 20. Balance sheet, creditors, bills payable, general reserve, capital, cash, BR, debtors less RDD, investments, land and building. On 30th September 20, C died and it was agreed that assets revalued, land and building, investment ka revised figure given, all debtors were recoverable. So put a mark on all 3, debtors, investments, land and building. Third adjustment, goodwill of the firm shall be valued at twice the average profit for the last 3 years. Profit for the last 4 years. Profit for the last 4 years given 16-17 ka 90,000, 17-18 ka 90 again, 18-90 ka 80 and 19-20 ka 1 lakh. Goodwill account is to be raised. That means you have to raise it amongst all the 3 partners. C, share of profit to the date of death was to be calculated on the basis of average profit of last 2 years. Remember this retirement mein P&L suspense. I had mentioned that time. Retirement mein there is just one sum and we change on another sum. I told you when we go to death, mostly every sum with this point will come. So this is one extra point. Of course, in this case we had done it in retirement also. Okay guys, so now see, I have done the full balance sheet ka posting already. I have also done the first 2 adjustment as there is no new point. Now see the third adjustment. This also we have done, but extra revision for you. Goodwill of the firm shall be valued at twice the average profit of last 4 years. Now goodwill ka value is not directly given. We will have to calculate. In this sum there will be 2 working notes. One is for goodwill and the other is share of profit. Okay? So prepare. Working note number 1, valuation of goodwill. Working note number 1, valuation of goodwill. First step, they have given you last 4 years ka profit, so we will have to calculate average profit. So write there, average profit is equal to, you can write directly or you can just put the formula also, no problem. Total profits minus total losses divided by number of years. Now see, they have given you last 4 years ka profit. So 90,000 plus 90,000 plus 80,000 plus 1 lakh divided by 4. 90, 90, 180, 180 and 80, 260, 360 divided by 4, that gives you 90,000. Therefore, your average profit is 90. Now we want further goodwill. Now what they have mentioned, goodwill is twice the average. So what you will do? Average is 90. Therefore, my goodwill will be 90,000 into 2, that is 180. Getting it now? My average profit is 90 and goodwill will be twice the average profit. So 90 into 2, that is 180. Now see what they have told you. You have to raise the goodwill. Nothing given, they just told goodwill raise. That means what? We have to raise goodwill for the entire firm. Had they told you only retiring partner, we would have taken the share of retiring partner. So now what you'll do, you'll have to raise it amongst all three of them. Come to the debit side of goodwill. All three. To A's capital account. To B's capital account. To C's capital account. 180 it is. Ratio is 3 to 1. 180. 3 to 1, 6. 180 divided by 6. 30,000. 30,000 into 3. 90,000. 30 into 2. 60,000. And 30 into 1. 30,000. 30 into 3. 30 into 2. 30 into 1. Come to the credit side of capital. By goodwill account, 90, 60 and 30. By goodwill account, 90, 60 and 30. Got it? In this there is no writing off. So this goodwill, when we close, it will go in the balance sheet. Next, fourth also we have done in retirement, but it will come now multiple times in there. Let's see. C share of profit to the date of his death was to be calculated on the basis of average profit of last 2 years. Underline that, last 2 years. Now see what this adjustment means. Retirement में क्या होता है? The partner knows in advance that I am going to retire. Death में तो पता नहीं चलता है. Person can die anytime. So what will happen? After his death, the surviving members, since the partner had worked, balance sheet ka date is 31st March, he dies on 30th September. So 1st April से 30th September, count how many months? April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months he was there. So 6 months वो था, he was the owner for 6 months. So he will also be entitled for the profit of 6 months. But firm को final profit कभी पता चलेगा? After the final accounts are prepared. And final accounts are prepared at the end of the year. So what will happen? They will take some past cup profit as the base. The surviving members, the executors will not wait for the year to get over. So यहाँ पे they have given you that you will have to take the base of last 2 years का profit. ठीक है? Prepare a working note. Working note number 2. Calculation of share of profit of C. Calculation of share of profit of C. Okay. Now see, they have given you on the basis of average profit of last 2 years. So take only last 2 years. Goodwill maybe took 4 years. Now you take only 2 years. So first, average profit is equal to last 2 years 80 plus 1 lakh. So 80,000 divided by 1 lakh upon 2. So 180 divided by 2 fortunately again gives us 90 only. Even if you write a formula, it's fine. एक बार लिखा तो बहुत हो गया, ठीक है? So my average profit is 90. Now this 90 will be the base for getting C का share. Now we write. Therefore, C share of profit is equal to. Now see what you will do. What we had done earlier in two sums of retirement. 90,000 is the base. 90,000 is the profit which belongs to all three, A, B, C. 90 is the profit which belongs to all three, A, B and C. C का share कितना है? 3 to 1. So can I say C will be 1 upon 6? So into 1 upon 6. So 90,000 into 1 by 6 gives the profit for C for the entire year. But C was there for how many months? 6 months. So I multiply further 6 by 12. Getting it? So first I take the average profit, multiply by the share of the deceased partner. Deceased partner means the partner who has died, and multiply by the period. Okay? So 6 gets cancelled. 90,000 divided by 12, 7,500. So C का share becomes 7,500. Getting it, guys? Okay, I repeat. Take the average profit of last 2 years into the share of C into 6 by 12. That gives you 7,500. Come to the credit side. In the column of C, 7,500 and write there. By profit and loss, suspense, and as we did in retirement also, this will appear on the asset side as profit and loss suspense, that is 7,500. This means what? This share is transferred to C's executors, or it is right now C's account. After the year gets over, the remaining two partners, A and B, will adjust amounts themselves. Okay, that's it. Now close revaluation and get the profit loss. 3 and 2, 5, 3,600. To revaluation profit, A, B, C, 3,600 divided by 6, 600, 600 into 3, 1,800, 600 into 2, 1,200, and 600 into 1, 600. Come to the credit side. By revaluation, 1,800, 1,200, 600. Same like retirement, where we used to close retiring partner. Now you will close the account of the deceased partner, that is C. Deceased partner, D-E-C-E-A-S-E-D. Deceased partner means the partner who has died, which is C. Take uska balance. 10 and 1, 11, 30, 41, 41 and 7, 48, 48, 500, 49, 100, 11, 41, 48. Yeah. So 49, 100 is the total. Nothing is there on the debit side. So that itself becomes the balance. Now guys, see, as I told you many times, retirement and death, same sum can be done as retirement, same sum can be done as death. So now what we'll do, if this was retirement, we would have written to C's loan. Now this will be transferred to his executor's loan. So write it to C's executor's loan, that is 49,100, and this will come on the liability side as C's executor's loan 49,100. C's executor's loan 49,100. Got it? So the only difference is this word executors. Rest everything is same for today ka all the sums. Now normal way close A and B. A 33 and 9 42. 43,800. 33 and sorry, I took it in 90. 30 and 3 33. 123. 124,800. 124,800. So 22 and 60, 82, 83, 200. 124,800 and 83,200. Two balance carried down. Capital underline AB 124,800 and 83,200. 124,800 and 125. 5 and 3 8. 2,08,000. Okay. Goodwill 180. By balance carried down. Asset side. Goodwill 180. 2,08,000, 213, 213, 214, 263, 263, 600, 32, 53, 73, 80, 260, 260, 232, 55, 75, 82, 262, yeah, 263, 600. Okay guys, so this was the first sum. As I told you, 99% is the same except for this word. Today I am covering 4 sums if possible in one video, otherwise in 2 videos. Now here I just went slow because of the 2 working note. Now next sum I am solving the full sum on the board and then I am taking the recording where I just discuss the working note with you. Okay? So I'll just pause the video and be back. Okay guys, continuing the video, the second sum what I am doing is question number 14, page 266. Now see, I have already solved the sum. I will discuss the full sum because there is no new point. One point of investment is there, that also we have done exactly the same adjustment while doing admission. Okay. Posting of the entire balance sheet is done. In fact, the sum is only solved. First adjustment, RDD no longer necessary. RDD nil. Here RDD new nil, so you get excess RDD. Now see the second adjustment. Investment worth 15,000 taken over by Savita and remaining investment sold at a profit of 1,000. So there will be 2 marks on investment. First, 15,000 ka investment is taken over by a partner. when investment comes in or we buy investment, we add it to the asset. यहाँ पे investment is taken over by the partner. So we deduct from investment less taken over by Savita 15,000. Now the question doesn't mention 15,000 ka investment she is taking over at what value. That means it is assumed that 15 ka investment is taken over at 15 only. So there cannot be any profit or loss. So what you will do? Since the investment is going out, first effect deduct from investment and it is taken over by Savita. So the second effect I will debit Savita's capital account. Second effect I will debit Savita's capital account. So less from investments and debit to Savita's capital. Okay. Then second part. And the remaining investment sold at a profit of 1,000. On the screen, this third side is coming. Just ignore the third side for this sum. Now see, 15 ka investment is reduced. So out of that 22,500, 15 is out. Okay? Out of 22,500, 15 is out. So how much remains? 7.5. Now this 7.5 is sold at a profit of 1,000. 7.5 ka investment is sold at a profit of 1. Now we know very well, we have done this in admission also. When you sell any asset, when you deduct from the asset, you will deduct from the asset only the book value. So what you will do? यहाँ से you will minus less sold 7,500. Sold for how much? Profit of 1,000. So I will be getting cash. So to investment 8,500. Why 8.5? I have put it in the brackets. Original value is 7,500 plus 1,000 ka profit. So it gives you 8,500. So यहाँ से I deduct 7.5. I will receive cash 8.5 and I am getting 1,000 ka profit. It's an income. So credit side of revaluation by investment 1,000. Got it? I'll repeat. First taken over by Savita, deduct from investment, debit Savita's capital. Remaining sold, book value deduct from investment, outside you get nil. 7.5 ka investment sold at a profit of 1. So I will get 1,000 more. So 8.5 I will receive. So to investment 8,500. Against 7.5 I got 1,000 extra. That's my profit. So you credit revaluation by investment 1,000. Got it? Then third adjustment. Stock valued at 22,500 and plant and machinery depreciated. Stock में there is an appreciation, add to stock, income, plant and machinery deduct and expense. Contingent liability for compensation 535 to be provided. Liabilities to be created. So we put it on the liability side. Claim for compensation. Creation of liability is an increase in liability, which for us is an expense. So we debit revaluation to claim for compensation 535. Goodwill of the firm valued at 15,000. I debit goodwill. Amount is straight away given. So I divide amongst the three partners in their old ratio. So it comes 6, 6 and 3. Corresponding second effect, credit side of capital by goodwill 6, 6 and 3. Okay? Next. Deceased partners share in the profit up to the date of death to be calculated on the basis of last year's profit, which was 12,000. There will be a working note, I have done it. Calculation of share of profit of Sangeeta, who is the deceased partner. Previous sum mein, we prepared a working note by calculating average profit, but here they have straight away told you the base is 12. So 12,000 into the share of Sangeeta. What is the ratio? 2 to 1. Sangeeta ka name is second. So 2, 2. So 2 upon 5. And she dies on 30th June. So April, May, June, 3 months. So 12,000 into 2 upon 5 into 3 by 12. gives you 1200. We know very well buy profit and loss suspense in the column of Sangeeta and this will come on the asset side, P&L 1200. Close revaluation, the profit is coming as 1380, distribution 552, 552, 276, 221 mil. After that, close the deceased partner, that is Sangeeta. Sangeeta ka amount goes to Sangeeta's executor's loan, and the remaining two balance will be a part of capital, which is 36,552, 18,276. Total capital being 55,828. Close cash bank balance of 14,650. Close goodwill balance of 15,000, and your balance sheet tallies at 106,695. Clear, guys? So what I have done is question number 14 was the second one, and the first what we did. So in this video I covered two sums. Now I am covering two more sums that I will take it in the next video. Okay, I am doing the same way. I am solving the full sum and keeping it, and I will discuss the sum with you all. Because everything is same today, there is no new point because we have already done the chapter retirement. As I mentioned, the only difference was executor's column. Okay, I'll be back in some time in the next video.